What comes to mind when you hear the name Vladimir Putin? Well, from an innocent Ukrainian view, Putin is a brutal and violent leader who has presided over the Russian invasion of Ukraine. While in this war, you will be shocked by what the Italian government did to one of the Putin's major assets. Make sure to watch the whole video because we have saved the finest details for the end. Welcome back to Yacht News, where you may enjoy the most spectacular and up-to-date yacht news. Before we begin, like and subscribe so that we may welcome you aboard. Do give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy it, turn on the bell icon to receive notifications about upcoming videos. Because today, we are going to discover how an entire crew disappeared from Vladimir Putin's $600 million super yacht. Are you ready? Let's dive right on in. The European Union (EU) is sanctioning Russia for invading Ukraine. The Union targets those who influence decision-making, particularly the political class and their allies. And guess who the latest victim is? President Vladimir Putin. The Italian government is currently investigating a $600 million mega yacht believed to be owned by President Vladimir Putin. The yacht, named Scheherazade, is manned over 24 ship officers and mariners. However, it seems information about the scrutiny of the vessel has reached Putin, who has replaced all the Russian crew with a British one. According to sources at the Marina di Carrara port, where the super yacht is undergoing repair, close to 40 crew members have been whisked away from the Scheherazade in recent weeks after it came into the limelight as a result of the war from Ukraine. The yacht came to the Italian port of Marina di Carrara, located in northern Pisa, towards the end of the previous summer under the seamanship of British captain Guy Bennett Pearce. At the start of this week, it was revealed that all 40 members of the crew belonged to Russia's Federal Security Services, the FSB, and the Federal Protective Services, or FSO, and had sworn allegiance to Putin. However, ever since the 460 feet vessel came under scrutiny for possible sanctions, the secrecy about her ownership has come down, even after Captain Bennett Pearce dismissed that Putin owns the yacht or has ever been aboard. Paolo Gozzani of the local Italian General Confederation of Labour, or CGIL, informed Mail Online, quote, "From what I have heard, the Russian crew were all replaced during the last few days and now they are all British on board. It was all a few days. The word from inside is that they were called back to report for military service and now armed guards are surrounding it as well. You can't get anywhere near her and the level of security is unbelievable." End quote. Another source at the Marina port added, "You could spot the Russians a mile off. They were in the local bars mostly at night, drinking vodka and beer. They were big-looking guys and then one day they all just disappeared. To be honest, for me, they didn't look like a yacht crew. They looked like a small army or security detail." The dry dock where the Scheherazade is harbored has refuted claims that the yacht is owned by Putin, but it's supposed to come under close probe on Thursday during its consolidated financial results presentation. But what is so special about this super yacht? The Scheherazade is a 140 meters long or 460 feet super yacht with 6 decks. It is one of the giant-size yachts with space comparable to 2 apartment complexes and belongs to the most highly priced super yacht in the world, valued at $600 million. The mega yacht can accommodate a total of 18 guests in 9 luxury cabins, without mentioning the 40 crew members residing in 20 cabins. In addition, the Scheherazade has a royal suite, a helipad at the front and rear ends, a swimming pool, a gym as well as a beauty salon, and a spa. The yacht was built by the German shipbuilding company Lürssen and launched in 2020. Its construction was overseen by the Monaco-based Imperial Yachts. A source in the yacht industry has described the Imperial Yachts as the Putin's people when it comes to yachts. But the company's spokesperson has denied those claims, telling Forbes that their organization was hired to manage the construction of the Scheherazade and does not currently manage the yacht. He added that Imperial Yachts do not have clients who are sanctioned individuals or entities. However, since its debut in 2020, the yacht's true ownership has been kept under wraps. The Scheherazade is protected by measures that are extreme, even beyond exclusively private standards. It has covers hiding its nameplate and metal obstruction erected to partially bar the yacht from public sight. A probe by the Anti-Corruption Foundation and the Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny linked the Scheherazade to Putin. It found out that all of the yacht's crew members, except for the captain, were Russian nationals, and the majority of them were employees of the FSO, the agency responsible for Putin's security. An Italian newspaper, La Stampa, informed that the yacht's beneficial owner was Eduard Kudainatov, the former CEO of Russian state-owned oil giant Rosneft and a close ally of Putin and Rosneft's longtime executive Igor Sechin. A former Scheherazade crew member informed the New York Times that they hadn't heard of Mr. Kudainatov and that it was explicitly mentioned aboard the Scheherazade's true owner was Putin. US officials also disclosed to the newspaper that they did believe that the yacht had a connection to Putin. Moreover, Alexei Navalny and his allies requested Italian authorities to seize the Scheherazade as they were sure it belonged to Putin. Alexei Navalny shared a startling video on his YouTube channel claiming that only the captain is British. The rest of the crew are allegedly from the FSO and FSB. When asked about the ship ownership, Captain Guy Bennett Pierce denied that Putin owns the Scheherazade or has ever been aboard, telling the New York Times, "I have never seen him, I have never met him." The captain didn't identify the actual owner of the Scheherazade, citing a strict non-disclosure agreement, but did not rule out the possibility that the owner is Russian. He did insist, however, that the owner is not on any sanctions list. He stated that the Italian investigators toured the vessel on March 4th of 2022 and inspected numerous ship credentials, and that he intended to hand over documents identifying the true owner on Tuesday, telling the Times that he had no choice. "I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever that this will clear the vessel of all negative rumors and speculations," Bennett Pierce told the outlet. The mega yacht is named after Nikolai Rimsky-Korsakov's symphonic suite that was produced in 1888. The music was based on the Middle Eastern collection of tales known as 1001 Nights. Scheherazade refers to the female lead character, Scheherazade of 1001 Nights. The ship is presumably personalized for Putin and includes his key features, such as a judo gym with framed pictures of his black belts. The Atlas of Beauty by Mihaela Narok, fashion history from the Kyoto Costume Institute, and photo icons by Hans Mitchell Koetzel are also available at the Scheherazade. Every surface is marble or gold, a worker involved in the yacht's construction told The Sun. There are numerous swimming pools, a spa, a sauna, a theatre, ballrooms, a gym, and 2 helipads. It's almost like a mini city. There's even a hospital, which makes sense when you hear rumors of Putin being terminally ill. It is hard to swallow the fact that the most incredible ship in the world is owned by a man intent on bombing civilians in Ukraine. And it's an unimaginable amount of wealth when the average Russian salary is $6,000 annually and there are people struggling to eat. While speaking to the Daily Telegraph, the captain's mother, Debbie, said, "I don't think for one second that Guy would ever want to work for that, whatever you call him, murderer." French authorities seized another superyacht named Amor Vero in the Mediterranean resort town of La Ciotat in early March of 2022. The 289-foot boat is thought to be owned by Igor Sechin, a Putin ally who runs the Russian oil giant Rosneft, which has been sanctioned since Russia annexed Crimea in 2014. According to the French Finance Ministry, customs officials boarded the Amor Vero and discovered its crew was preparing for an urgent departure, although planned repair work had not been completed. On March 4th of 2022, the Italian authorities seized a 213-foot superyacht, Lady M, that belongs to the sanctioned steel baron Alexei Mordashov at the Riviera town of Imperia. Authorities also seized the Lena, a yacht that belonged to a Putin ally and an oil billionaire Gennady Timchenko in San Remo in Italy. The world's largest superyacht, the 511-foot Dilbar, is currently instructed to remain harbored at the port in Hamburg until officials established its owners. Russian tycoons owned a sizable portion of the globe superyacht market. According to the Boat International, Russians own 17% of all superyacht projects over 164 feet that are under construction or on order. And that was it for today's video. What is your opinion about the entire crew that disappeared from Vladimir Putin's $600 million superyacht? Let us know down in the comment section below. We hope you've enjoyed this video. Give us a big thumbs up if you have, and join our channel by subscribing so that we can welcome you aboard for more exciting content. On your screen, select one of these videos, and we're looking forward to seeing you in the next one.